In today's video, we're going to solve 2 to the power of x equals x to the power of 32. So it's a very simple question. Let's get started with solution. All right, we'll say solution. Then we'll write the number 2 to the power of x equals x to the power of 32. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is to transfer this x to this side. And how will I do it? And this 32 to this side. How will I do it? I'm going to raise both sides to the power of the inverse of the whose product of their powers. What I mean is this. I'll write 2 to the power of x raised to the power of 1 upon 32x. 32x is the product of this power, and this is their inverse. So I'm going to raise both sides to that power. So this is x to power 32 raised to power 1 upon 32. Now, why is that necessary? Sorry, 32x here. Why is that necessary? I simply want to cancel out this x power with this x that's here, and this 32 with this 32, so that I will now have 2 to the power of 1 upon 32 being equal to x to the power of x. You notice that I have successfully transferred x to one side of the equation. Now, at this point, we cannot say that x is 2. Because if x is 2, what happens to the power here? We are having 32. So we're going to do some manipulation here so that we have the same base having a power of the inverse. So we begin it this way. 2 to the power of 132. I'm going to raise it to the power of 2 upon 2. Of course, I have not changed anything there. 2 upon 2 is still 1, so I have not changed anything. So this power here, I'm going to write them as this. This numerator here can come inside. So I'm going to have 2 into power 2 upon 1 upon 32 multiply 1 upon 2. Here, this very one in the numerator is inside. Then the base or the denominator is this. This equals x to the power of 1 upon x. So this will give me here 4 to the power of 1 upon 64, which equals x to the power of 1 upon x. At this point, I have still not succeeded in getting them to be the same. So I'll keep repeating what I did here until they are the same. So let's use the other side of the board and come to this side here. I have x to the power of 1 upon 64 equals x to a power of 1 upon x. So I'm going to say x upon 64 raised to power 2 upon 2 should be x upon this. Of course, by raising to power of 2 upon 2, I have not changed anything because 2 upon 2 again still gives me 1. So this 2 in the numerator comes in. Sorry. Here is 4. We have gotten it as 4 as a mistake. So here is 4. So we're going to have 4 squared, that is this one, coming in. Then we're going to have 1 upon 64 times 1 upon 2. Then that will be equal to x to 1 upon x. Then 4 squared will give us 16. Then we're going to have raised to power 1 upon 64 times 2 times 1 upon 2. So we're going to have it to be 128. So we're going to have 1 upon 128 equals x to power of 1 upon x. All right, we're going to repeat the same process again. 16 to power of 1 upon 28, sorry, 128, then raised to power 2 upon 2, being equal to x raised to power 1 upon x. This 2 comes in again, so we're going to have 16 squared, then raised to power 1 upon 128 multiplied by 1 upon 2, and this equals 1 upon x. So 16 squared, let's work that out. 16 squared gives us 256. So we're going to have 256 here, raised to power. Here will be 1 upon, when we multiply 128 by 2, we're going to have 256. So 256, then this equals x power 1 upon x. At this point, when you look at it very well, left hand side compared to right hand side, you agree that the value of x is 256, and that is the answer.